Hey guys, hope everybody is doing well. My name is Jessie, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience going under general anesthesia. If you follow my videos, you know that I recently had a total thyroidectomy to remove my thyroid gland, which is here in the front of your neck. I had hyperthyroidism caused by toxic multinodular goiter, and a lot of people have been asking me what the experience was like to go under anesthesia. Mostly people who are going to have a thyroidectomy and want to know, but this video is just for anybody who's wondering what that experience is like. I can only share what my personal experience was like. Obviously, people have different experiences with it. Sometimes people don't have great experiences with it. I was lucky. Mine was really, really easy. My surgery was easy, and so far everything's been going well for me. First, I wanted to show you guys, if you are thyroid people, here is my thyroidectomy scar, and I wanted to show you guys these really cute shirts that my mom got me to cover up my scar from the sun. I don't have a problem going around and showing my scar. Nobody ever notices it, but it is important, at least for me, I feel like for the first year after surgery, to keep your scar covered. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just around 5 months post-surgery, and my scar is healing really well, so I want to continue to keep it out of the sun. And obviously it's been summertime, so that's difficult to do, but my mom got me these really cute mock turtleneck tops, which have been really, really nice to wear and just go around outside without having to worry about keeping it covered. So I wanted to share that with you guys because I was excited about these shirts, and I thought that was really sweet of her to do. But now to jump into the anesthesia experience. So this was one of the things that I was most terrified about in my own surgery. It's storming outside, so if you guys hear thunder, that is why. But this is what I was really scared about, and I tried to watch some videos from people as well to try to get this experience. I'd gone under anesthesia before for 2 wisdom teeth surgeries. I had 3 of my wisdom teeth removed in one surgery, and then another surgery to remove the last one. But the level of anesthesia is different from that to the thyroidectomy. So I knew it was going to be a little different, and I wasn't sure what to expect. Everybody always says it's like going to sleep, and the next thing you wake up and that's it. And that's what it was like for my wisdom teeth, so I was hoping that's what it was going to be like for this too. But so let me start from when they took me back. So I arrived at the hospital early in the morning, 3:30, 4 in the morning, on the morning of my surgery. And I went to the back where they prep you for surgery. For thyroidectomy, they have you cleanse the neck area with something that will keep bacteria away. I'm sure it's like that for other surgeries as well, but for me, that's what I had to do. They put me on a little stretcher to get me ready. The anesthesiologist came back and told me a little bit about what she was going to do. So I got an IV in my hand, and she said that is where they were going to give me the anesthesia. So I waited for her to come back and actually put that IV in. One of the nurses gave me a little cup of pills. Now I can't really remember what all I took, but I know that some of them were to help with nausea, so that I wouldn't have any nausea coming out of anesthesia, because that's something that a lot of people experience. So I took those pills. I was actually really happy for those pills because it let me drink some water, because when you have surgery, you're not supposed to eat or drink the night before. So I was really, really thirsty, and that little glass of water was a lifesaver. So I was back there waiting. The anesthesiologist came back to put my IV in. They actually had an issue getting it into my hand and blew this vein. So they ended up putting it here on top of my wrist. And at this point, I was pretty terrified and nervous, and I was trying to keep it together. I had prepared myself, and I was trying to be calm, but I was scared, honestly. And they could all tell that, and they were being very, very nice, trying to make sure that I knew there was nothing to worry about. But the anesthesiologist and the assistant both told me not to worry, that they were going to give me something for the anxiety. And I have a cousin who is a nurse who had surgery on her hip and said, same thing, tell them that you're nervous and they will take care of you. They're there to keep you calm and to keep you comfortable. So they ended up putting something, and I don't really know what it was. I can't remember the name. It wasn't Valium, but it was the other one, to take off the anxiety, to take the edge off, because I was back there and my surgeon came back to greet me, and I saw him and I lost it and I started to cry, but not because of him, just because I knew it was happening and now was the moment. He was actually amazing and so nice and so funny, and I was really happy to see him, but I did start to cry. And so they gave me that medicine to take the anxiety away, and that happened immediately. And I started to feel really, really loopy and woozy, but not nervous at all anymore. And my family came back to tell me hi before my surgery, and they wheeled me back, and I was still crying. Tears were just coming out uncontrollably. So they actually gave me more of whatever medicine it is that they gave me, and that almost put me to sleep before I even got back to the operating room. I was really, really out of it. But I do remember getting into the operating room. Everybody was rushing around. It seemed like there were a ton of people there, but everything was blurry, partly because I didn't have my glasses on and partly because of this medication that was making me all woozy. But my surgeon said, we're back here. We're going to help get you on the operating table. Everybody's rushing around. Don't worry about that. They're just getting you ready for surgery. Let us help you get onto the table. So they told me to scooch over, and I just sort of leapt onto the table uncontrollably. And they said, oh, there you go, that took care of it. And so I get down on the table. For the thyroid surgery, they put your head on this donut-shaped pillow to extend your neck in a way that they can have easy access to the thyroid gland. So they had me lean back on that. And the anesthesiologist's assistant came over, and she told me she was going to put an oxygen mask over my face and to just breathe normally. And I remember her putting that over my face, and that's it. I don't remember anything else. And the next thing I remember, I was waking up, and that's it. Literally, they put that over my face, and it was like I was opening my eyes back up. And it's so weird to think about the fact that they were operating on me for almost 2 hours while I was unconscious, and that's really weird to think about because, you're usually really aware of your own body, and to think that all that stuff was happening to you while you were sleeping is strange. But I ended up waking up. I did have a little bit of a problem from the breathing tube, because they do put a tube in your trachea to make sure that you have a clear air passage. And hearing that, because I heard that the night before my surgery, that freaked me out too. I was really terrified about that. But again, you're asleep when they put it in and you aren't aware of it. When I woke up, I think they had just removed it because I was coughing. And the nurse said, try not to cough, don't cough. And I think that irritation of the breathing tube was making me cough. And I remember waking up and feeling like I really needed to cough, feeling a little groggy, but it was over. And I was so happy that I made it through. So they take you back into the same, well, they took me back into the same little pod where I had had the surgical prep. And they waited for about 30 minutes just to make sure you don't have any complications, that you don't throw up or have any problems. And they gave me a pain pill, and after that 30 minutes, they took me to my recovery room. And that was really it. That was the entire experience. It really was like they say, where it's nothing to worry about, and it's just like you close your eyes and you open them back up again. So I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. I know several people have asked me what my experience was personally with that, and again, I had a really easy surgery, a really easy time. I didn't have any nausea after from the anesthesia, so everything went really well for me. But in case you're wondering, that is sort of how that all worked, and hope that helps some people. If you're feeling nervous, just know it's hard to tell yourself that there's nothing to worry about when you're going into that, because I was in the same position. Everybody said, don't worry, but you're the one going in and you're worried for the most part. People are worried. But having come out of the other side, there really is nothing to worry about, and it is, you're not aware of actually being put to sleep or really waking back up. It's really just like you're falling asleep in your bed where you're out and then you wake up in the morning. And hopefully that's how it is for you guys. So again, please let me know if you have any other questions about my surgery. I'd love to keep doing little update videos, little advice videos for you guys. Until next time, thank you so much.